A web documentary is a documentary production that differs from the more traditional forms video, audio, and photography by applying a full complement of multimedia tools. A webdoc is available for viewing on internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, around the globe, and is not beholden to competition for broadcast time or theater movie. There are several similarities to film doc, like the success of what is dependent upon a good story, or also they are focused on real-world issues or stories that have social, political, cultural, or environmental importance. Now we are going to see some different web docs. Welcome to Pine Point is a web doc publicated on 2nd February 2011. It talks about a Canadian mining town disappeared in 1980. This documentary revolves around memories and the objects that keep the town's spirit alive.
The First World War, the story of a global conflict, is a web doc completely did with all the original images and movies. 10 historians from 10 countries describe briefly the First World War and the first post-war period through a global lens. The web doc speaks about the war and its effects from more perspective. It transmits much dismay and it reproduces to the best the situation that was in that moment. It talks about how the First World War was the mass cruel of deaths there have been, the impact it has had, about that is mean the World War. Prison Valley is set in Canyon City, in Colorado. It's a traveling city views under the eyes of a visitor, that is the protagonist. The economy revolves almost totally around the area 13 of the prisons, and in which even the free citizen end up in some way to stay inside. Prison Valley is a disturbing viewing in a possible future in all privatized world. A strong feature is the opportunity to chat live with the prison crews while watching the film. Fort McMurray is a particular web doc where the protagonist is you. It's ambiented in Fort McMurray in Canada. Some characters will guide you through the story. You create the movie based on the choice that you make interactive with the characters who will talk you about how things are going to Fort McMurray, like prostitution, drugs, alcohol, politics and more. In the movie video game, the target is to take the control of biggest energy world project in Alberta and try to impose your perspective. The experience made with the stories of people, real people at the center of this world, by oil barons to environmental activists, will do its part in your decision.
70,000 Island. Breakdown the old image is the invention from Indonesian filmmaker Edwin and Norwegian transmedia director Thomas Osby. The length is 1 hour and 10 minutes. 17 Found Island was originally inspired by a Disneyland style propaganda park in Jakarta. An idealized open-air museum named Taman Mini that was built by the government is an attempt to present a unfilled, homogeneous image of the culturally diverse island of Indonesia. What makes this so unique is Edwin and Osby, willing to lose control of their outfits. Fukushima, the Eternization Crisis, an impressive portrait of a resident as she strives to hold on her identity and ancestral heritage with the aspect of nuclear fallout looms over her. The short films bring into focus the potentially destructive power of nuclear energy. The most northern place tells of a clash of cultures and a conflict about salary during the run-up to the Cold War. Visitors to the website take small times to explore an empty village and isolating landscape. It is a place that is devoid of people, a beautiful book, but overflowing environment.
The webdoc talks about the chance of everyday life in the streets of Moscow. The film was criticized for both the staging and stark experimentation, the director has defined the new opium of the people. This webdoc talk about our road trip through the culture and atmosphere of Japan. The journey begins at Kumakuru, Temple of Treble via Tokyo and Osaka, to the Mizukulizu house of the prior in Kyoto. The guide is Toko an animated bunny, and the project consists of 34 channels. This webdoc is based on the choose your own adventure principle. Talk about millions of the Chinese coal miners who are risking their lives to satisfy their country's appetite for economic growth. The project consists of 300 photography, 3 hours of video and 10 hours of sound material gathered in China by director Samuel Bolenford and Abel Segalino.